What is up, everybody? Steve here, and we finally managed to track down one of these new and improved Switch models that Nintendo has quietly been releasing into stores. This new Switch isn't the Switch Lite that we're expecting next month, but rather an improved version of the existing Switch, meaning you can still use your Joy-Con, you can still dock this thing as is evident by the box art, and it has massively increased battery life. So we just got it in, and we figured we would open it up here on camera for you and see if we can spot any differences. Obviously, the first one is that we have it in a lovely red box, which is mildly different from the existing packaging. If you remember, this section of the box was pretty much all white with red only on the sides, and the sides still have some similar iconography that we've seen on existing Switch models. The main difference here is this. And we've got this new Joy-Con art on the back as well. The bottom is pretty much all the same with all the FCC disclosures, warnings, and things that could possibly hurt you with a Nintendo product. That said, let's go ahead and crack this open and see what's changed inside the box. So we've got the little pull tab here. Go ahead and open that up. And then this just swings out, I'm sure. Come on, there we go. And the first thing, we've got some simple instructions. I'll be honest, it's been 2 years since I unboxed my Switch. I don't remember if this is what was in there. So some eagle-eyed commenter, let me know. Maybe this has changed somewhat. Let's go ahead and flip it back down here so we can all share the experience of opening the lid together. And ta-da! There we go. I should probably play like a Zelda sound effect there. So we've got, this is very similar to what it was like when we unboxed our Switches 2 years ago. We've got the console itself right here. Let's go ahead and take that bad boy out and just slip it out of the plastic. Ooh, that was close. And you can see nothing's really changed here. We've got the USB-C port on the bottom. We've got the volume controls, a vent, the Switch card slot on the top up here. We weren't expecting any of this to change, obviously, so this makes a ton of sense. You've got your headphone jack right there. You've got your power button, volume rocker. On the back, you've got just, the Nintendo Switch logo, and you have your various FCC warnings. Now, the one difference here is that you do see the new model number. It's HAC-001, and then in parentheses, there's 01. That is one of the ways you can tell that this is the new and improved Switch as opposed to the original model. All right, let's go ahead and move this bad boy out of the way. And we've got some Joy-Con here. Again, packaged exactly the same way that they were before. But you've got the nice neon red Joy-Con. No change here. These are the same as they always were, it feels like. There are some reports that these sticks may be a bit different, and I do have an original Joy-Con with me. I'll check that out in a sec, but you can see the IR cameras here. You can see that the typical, disclosures and information about licensing and FCC stuff are on the back. So that's pretty standard. Same thing here with our blue Joy-Con as well. Gonna take this out of the package. Some folks have said these feel different. They don't really feel different to me. I think maybe time has confused the memory because a lot of folks have been handling these for 2 years. Your controllers pick up a lot of stuff from your hands in that amount of time. So these feel pretty similar to me. I am going to get some older Joy-Con and see if I can compare these maybe in another video. All right, with that out of the way, we're lifting up the cardboard here and we're finding documents. I know, it's so exciting. But we've got our Nintendo Switch safety guidelines. I'm not going to read these. And here in the middle, we have got the pupper, our Joy-Con grip. So again, I don't see any changes here. You've got your Nintendo logo on the back, your nice metal Joy-Con rails in here. Just looks so sparkly and new, which of course is reason enough to be happy about it. But we'll go ahead, just for fun's sake, and slide our Joy-Con on in there. That click is so satisfying. And there we go. And the pupper controller lives again. I've actually been using one of these very recently to play Fire Emblem, so I might go back to the pupper in a little bit. Right back here we have the Joy-Con. You know what? I don't even remember what these are called anymore. I don't ever use them. You know, the little covers for the Joy-Con. So, same as usual. These are in a nice black color. I like to get the ones that match, but those cost a couple extra bucks. And we've got the other one right here. These are, of course, universal. And I remember some pretty funny stories about some journalists putting these on backwards and breaking their initial Joy-Con. I was not one of them, I promise. And here we have just a standard HDMI cable. I'm not going to bother opening this up. It's the same HDMI cable that came with the Wii U. It's the same one that came with the original Switch. It's black instead of the Wii U's gray, but here it is. And obviously you'll need that if you want to connect this thing up to a TV, which is something the Switch Lite will not be able to do. Here is your AC power adapter, which, if memory serves, Andre lovingly referred to this as a wall wart back in his unboxing of the Switch. Which, you know, of course makes sense. They call it a wall wart because it sticks out quite a ways. And, you know, it's the same power adapter, same voltage, same warnings, same everything that we've seen for the last 2 years. So there's nothing really new here to discuss. But there it is. It does still come with an AC adapter. We know Nintendo sometimes doesn't include those. So it is nice to see that they're still including them in this model of Switch. And I do believe the Switch Lite will have that as well when it comes out next month. And of course, here is our dock. Now, this is probably the most disappointing portion of the festivities for me because I've really been wanting Nintendo to revise the dock. And it looks like this design is here to stick around for a little while longer at least. So removing it from its styrofoam prison here, we've got the Switch dock. Of course, it feels very nice and sturdy. It is straight, it's not bent. So there's that. To be fair, I don't think bent Switch docks have been a thing for a long time now. And then, of course, back here we have the standard AC adapter slot, USB port, and HDMI out port. I usually use my USB for an Ethernet adapter so that I can get higher download speeds on my Switch. But we'll be doing a download speed test as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and clear the box out of here, and let's get everything out for display. Done your job, box. You've officially been unboxed. So here we have the Switch, both controllers, the Joy-Con grip, and a bevy of cords that I don't think we really need to show. You're familiar with them by now. And we're going to do just a quick comparison here. So I'm going to move these guys out. I'm going to move the dock out. I'm going to put the Joy-Con onto the Switch. You can hear that. Ooh. That click. There we go. I had a little difficulty with the first one. I forgot that when I first got my Switch, that I did need to actually apply just a tiny bit of force the first couple times. So here is that. And let's put it next to the original Switch, which, by the way, in my case, my Switch with the Mario Red Joy-Con here has a glass screen protector on it. So that's why it might look just a tad different than the brand new baby we're looking at here. But you can see there's not a whole ton of difference. So we still have our Joy-Con here, very similar designs. These are the Mario Red Joy-Con that I believe were only available in Japan. They may have come here like I think they came in a Walmart only bundle or something. But here are two Switches with Joy-Con removed. And they feel like they're the exact same weight in the hand. I'm not feeling any major difference here, if any difference at all. You can see both of them still have kickstand. They both have, very, very similar warnings. They both feel exactly the same to the touch. There's no differences in material, build quality, weight, size, anything. So any improvements are going to be under the hood. We already know about the battery improvements, but we are going to be doing a ton of stuff with the new Switch today and in the coming days. So keep it tuned to Game Explained for much more on this brand new Nintendo Switch and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.